up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Y'all know the brand P&Z Life Coaching. You know the man, Coach Mike James, and I'm back again with another fire Black Business Booming interview. I'm so excited. I always say that one thing I said, and I was talking about this before we started the interview. One thing I say is you can't tell me what Black people are or are not doing because I know my web. I say my web, not my circle, because 2 points on a circle may never meet, but a web, we're all intertwined. So I know what my web is doing. And I always say I appreciate when fam that I meet on social media. I always say it was Convoz that really popped things off for me with a lot of the people from my Convoz fam, people that I know I went to school with, high school or college. Shout out to Russell County High School. Shout out to University of Alabama at Birmingham, UAB. And then Poco fam, IG, everything. So again, I got another family member with me today. I'm so excited to do this interview. So we're going to jump into it. So take a moment, bro, and just take some time to just give your name and introduction and any kind of background information before we jump all up in your business.
All right, hello. My name is Kobe Washington. I'm the founder CEO of Kobe Saucy Designs. And my business is a little bit more about clothes, accessories, hair products, and more. You know, we're going to be talking about a touching basis with it. You know, if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to hit me up on my Instagram, Kobe Saucy Designs LLC, or you can hit me up on my personal Cash Dollars.
Hey, let's go. I love it. I love it. And like I always say, of course, y'all already know a lot of information is going to be in the description below. So y'all make sure y'all connect everybody that I have on here. So I appreciate it. So bro, let's talk about it. Just tell me a little bit about like where you're from, you know, kind of your background. And then we're going to talk about, you know, getting more into your business and get some information there.
Okay, well, I was originally born in Texas, but I'm out here in Chicago. That's where I'm based at. You know, a little bit about me is, I'm a happy spirit. You know, I don't like drama. I love to see us Black people make it in the world because I run into so many people nowadays that tells me they can't do it or they too scared to do it. And, you know, I try to give them the advice. I try to be the big brother in the situation, let them know God their hand, you know, because I didn't come from an easy home. You know, my family, we had issues like any other family, you know, and, you know, it's like, oh, how can I put it? Okay. It's kind of like my family, we didn't have much growing up. You know what I mean? So it's like really, to do this is more of excitement for my family, not also my family, my friends, to show them that y'all can do it too. Just, you know, just don't sit and not do nothing with your life. Just get up and do something. You know, that's just more about how you know.
I love that. You know, I always say a lot of times at the end of my videos, you know, get up, get out, get something, you know, that song, it rings true because I tell people you can pray about it, meditate about it, think about it, worry about it, stress about it all you want. If you don't get up and do something, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna happen. So I love that. And you know what? It's like that saying, it makes me think of this, bro. It's that humble beginnings. Because, you know, I'm the first to tell people and share my story all the time. You know, I'm the youngest of 11. And, you know, I grew up in a traditional Southern Pentecostal household, and we had what we had. I didn't know when I was growing up how much the struggle was. I look back, I was like, damn, you know what I mean? So I feel that. So tell me, when did you start your business and what inspired you to do so?
I started my business last year of May 17th. And what inspired me to start it is, you know, I love dressing people. I love to make people feel good about themselves. You know, like I tell people, it's not what you look like on outside, it's what you look like on inside. As long as your inside is okay, your outside's going to be better. You know what I mean? So I want to, you know, I do it to show people like, look, this right here can be you. You know what I mean? Don't let all that negativity, don't let what people say about you bring you down, because at the end of the day, all you got is you, and the only person that matters is you. You know what I mean? So this business, it made me how can I get my words? I'm sorry. I got so much stuff going on in my mind.
Hey, you know what? That's the life of a business owner, right? We always talk. Look, we always juggling things, so it's all good, bro. You good?
Yeah. Thank you. So it's like I tell, you know, people, it inspired me to push people to do better. People that got businesses that haven't started, this is for y'all to show y'all that y'all can do it. You get what I mean? It's not hard when you put your mind to it. That's why I'm doing this, to inspire y'all to
Mm,
do y'all lives in the Black community, because we need to come up as one, because
come
we're
on.
failing every day. You know what I mean? So to see more of this in our community will make us better in the world. You know, stop
Yeah.
killing each, stop having hatred towards each other. That's my whole inspiration for this, is to bring happiness and peace to our community.
Come on, man. Happiness, peace, joy, understanding, togetherness. I love it. That's a beautiful thing. And even before we started the interview, I was telling you that's one of the main reasons why I started this. This was the first. I have 2 interview series. This is first, was the first one because I want to use my platform to be able to put this out there. As I say it time and time again. I don't need anyone to tell me what Black people are or are not doing because I know what my web is doing. I know what I see, over 60 interviews now on Black Business Booming from Black men and women doing some
Yeah,
amazing things, even
yeah,
my impactful conversation. So, I dismiss the negative talk about the Black community because I
yeah,
know people like you, people like myself that's out here showing, hey, let me show you, despite our background, let me show you what we're doing on a daily basis to uplift the community and show people that, hey, you too can do this, So
yeah,
I love that. I love it.
yeah.
So you started last year. Now, let's just be real. I know it's like the new norm, right? And I know we're kind of feeling like we're on the other side of the pandemic, but last year in May, like we're still in it. So even with that and everything that you experienced, what was one of the most challenging things that you faced in starting your business?
My most challenging thing is getting a stability, because I was homeless due to COVID. COVID made me homeless. I lost my job and everything I had. So it was like I became homeless. So it was my stability and income that was the hardest for me to get this started, you know.
Wow. Now I'm glad you paused there because I don't want to just rush past this. Let me tell you something, people. Did y'all hear what just happened? You said you were homeless due to the pandemic. You became homeless. You became without a place to call home, right?
Hmm?
And because, as Uncle Lupa would say, home is where the heart is. So you became without a place to call home due to this pandemic, and you decided to start a business.
Yes. Hmm. Yes. I was homeless for 3 years, sleeping outside, still, trying to, find ways to find a job. I was doing everything I can, and it dawned in my head one day. Just, I already having conversations with people that wanted to start a business, but they don't got the support. And I was like, I'll support you, or, we could do this together, do this. And, within 2022, I just filed for my LLCs, and this came about. And this how far I came. Customers, I opened my own office in my room, because I also do taxes on the side too. So it's like, this happened. And I cried. When I got in here last year, I cried. Because it was like, really? Coming
Yeah.
from a place like that, you won't really think you would come this far, because it's so hard, not only just for us as being Black, but it's hard in general being homeless, or
Mm-hmm.
finding someone to help you, because people look down on you because you are homeless. You know what I mean? So it was a lot.
Man, Kobe, listen, just big ups to you, first of all. I wish I had my sound card connected. This is the horns. Like that. Look, I'm stopping myself because, I want to call you Bro Cash. But
Mhm.
listen, listen, that's so dope. Like, honestly, I get to that question where we talk about, advice or any tips. It's a whole sermon in what you already shared. Like the fact, no matter where you are, your status or what positioning you are, your GPS, right? I call it the God positioning system. And
Yeah.
it takes 2 things for your GPS to work: your destination, but also the starting point. And
Hmm.
most people ain't got that testimony, bro, that they
I
started.
got,
Literally started from the bottom. And
yeah.
look at you now, your office, you're doing, and then you said, I'm doing taxes on the side as well. Grinding, that's the definition of my 4Ks. No matter what's going on in life, keep going, keep grinding, keep showing, keep shining. You're shining for the haters, also yourself. Like that thought in
Most
your head, man, look, you get me fired up. I'm serious, bro. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
My number one motto for myself when I wake up every day, before I thank God for what He has done for me, It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish it.
Mm.
You can start with a rocky foundation, but you're not always gonna finish with a rocky foundation. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was always metal to keep me pushing.
I love it. I love it. It ain't, man, it ain't where you start, it's where you finish. Come on. Hey, I'm you gonna make me go upstairs and get my keyboard and my drums. we gonna take this thing to church. So okay, now starting that stability to be able to start. And so now as you think about it, from May to now, looking at almost a year later, wait, it is May. It's May the 4th be with you as we recording this. But thinking about that, what are some of the day-to-day challenges that you face in running the business and building your business?
I run into problems with customers sometimes, with payment issues sometimes. Sometimes my website don't accept certain cards. So I run into that, or customers asking me certain questions about certain clothing. Sometimes I can't provide it because I'm too busy doing something else, or I don't have that set of clothes in yet. And then another problem is sometimes payment issues. Like, I'm set Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and people will send the cash, but also, reject it to get it back, and they already then got the outfit. That was one of my biggest, and so I'm trying to tweak with it now to work with it to where they can't do that no more. But it's been difficult. It's most definitely been difficult.
Yeah, I feel that. So like cash flow, inventory. And then one of the things, listen, y'all, look, bros on this platform, we're sharing this out. So first of all, we got to get you a different level clientele that handles things differently. So that's because I feel that because people, and another thing, like I told you before we started recording, that's another reason why I do this, because I want people to get insights on the things that people don't normally talk about. Because so 2 years from now, a year from now, a month from now, we never know how timing works, right? And again, that God positioning system. Sometimes when you get to the destination, people say, what? Overnight success. Yep. And they don't see the May 17th, 2022. You know what I'm saying? They don't see the homeless. They don't see when you first got in there and you cried, the tears, the blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak, right? And so this is another reason why I do it, because it's given the behind the scenes of what it took to get there, what it took to be a Black business booming. You know what I mean? So I love that. So with that being said, now, if we were to flip it, right? Because it's a coin, it's a coin, right? It's a heads and tails. So, bro, let's flip that on his head. And now you talked about the challenges there. What are some of the most satisfying parts of being in business and being able to say, I was here at this point, and now I have a business that I'm growing, that I have a baby that I'm nurturing and growing. What's the satisfying part of being a Black business?
The satisfying part is seeing their smiling faces. I love to see people smile, especially when you didn't satisfy them. You know what I mean? That was one of the actions. And another thing is to tell somebody that, to hear somebody tell you they're proud of you. Keep going, keep pushing for the stars. Another thing is for kids to come up to me and ask me questions. That's 15, 16. How did you do it? Can you teach me this? That right there puts a smile on my face. It's like, dang, I'm pushing y'all to want to learn how to do this, So that's the biggest satisfaction right there, is to getting other people to push to do it.
I love that. You know what? It's something about, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but something about every single person almost that I've interviewed on Black Business Booming, it's a passion that's bigger than themselves. You know what I mean? And that ability to, I don't know, it's this idea when you wake up and realize that you are pouring into your dream, because there's no knock, right? And I encourage people all the time, stay employed as long as you can, and do what you need to do. Have a plan B, plan C. Even the last Black Business Booming interview was talking about that, having a foundation and a plan B. But something about waking up knowing that your time, you're going to water your seed, you're going to reap your harvest daily of something that you strived and now thrive to do on a daily basis. That's a beautiful feeling, that's a beautiful feeling. And so, like you said, the youth, man, that next generation to be able to come, that when you said that, it inspired me internally, because I'm a youth coach as well, and I do a lot of speaking engagements to youth organizations and young athletic teams and colleges. And so that right there, man, it makes my heart smile to know that there are people like you and I out there saying, "Listen, I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm doing it because I want to show you that you too can do this. You
Yeah.
don't have to. You don't have to be on the streets. I have no other opportunity, man. No, let
Right.
me be the opportunity to tell you that you got this."
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you feel like me. I feel like a lot of times some of the things that you struggle with, even if it's just mentally, maybe not physically, is because you didn't have anyone there to tell you there was another way. You didn't
Yep.
have
Most
anybody who
definitely.
had the blueprint, you know?
Most definitely. Yes,
So
most
I
definitely.
love that. I love that. It really just makes it worthwhile in doing what we do. So now you've already dropped gems, right? You know, everything, hopefully everyone watching to this point is picking up on a lot of things. That's the grit, tenacity, all that. But for that young person, bro, for
Yeah.
that young man, that young woman that's watching and saying, you know what, again, two more black businesses, they're doing stuff. Coach Mike got another black business on here. What is any advice or further advice other than the gems you've already dropped that you would give to that person watching and they want to also pursue being a business owner?
All I will say is to make sure you do your research, your studies. Don't ever listen to nobody else's opinion on what they give you because you gonna know what's best for your business. I'm not saying don't take, options, other people's options. You can always listen to other people's opinions and options, but make sure it don't change your review of how
Mm,
you want to look. You know what I mean? And make sure you stand on it. Make sure you just start it and don't quit. And make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and not the wrong.
come on, come on, stand on it. Listen, wow. That foundation, man, it's like a foundation you're building, right? Every time you do something, when you do that research, you and I were talking, you was talking about some books you're reading right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when I'm teaching, I'm a facilitator as well for a life coaching school. When I'm teaching, you know, I tell them, I said, the only thing about it is I have more books than what I'm catching up with in my reading because you have to pour into yourself to grow. So someone started a new business, right, bro? They say, well, what if I ain't got any clients right now? I say, well, with your time and your schedule, read,
Mm-hmm.
research, use your office time to build your brand by building your brand knowledge and what's
And,
out there.
and you're most definitely right. Then when you're trying to start out, this is the best book to read starting out your business. It's going to let you know the full, foremost, upfront information you need to know. So make sure you guys tap
The
into this.
essentials, and hold that again. The essentials of business etiquette: how to greet, eat, and tweet your way to success. Ah, love that
Yes.
title. Nice, nice. So we'll make sure that we drop that in the description below as well. Because that's a resource, right? That's part of that
Yep.
advice as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
man, I am so inspired, man. This was kind of short and sweet. I'm inspired though by you, and definitely keep in touch because look,
I will.
you said something that is stood out to me, and I love it as well. I know that for me, one of my love languages is words of affirmation. So from me to you, let me say I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Like, you know, it's amazing to see. And just when I connect with people and get more of the story, whether it's in detail or not, it inspires me to do more. It inspires me to show up and do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like even this, using my platform to spotlight and highlight other black businesses that are doing their thing, I feel like it's also watering my seeds, right? And watering my harvest. So I love it. So take a moment and just tell everybody, tell the audience everywhere where they can connect with you and find you and learn more about all the great things you have going.
Okay, so most definitely you can follow me if you want to know any more information or want to know what I'm doing or any questions. You're more than welcome to follow. Hold on, give me 1 second. Most welcome to follow me at my business page, Kobe Saucy Designs LLC, or you're more than welcome to hit me up on my personal Instagram. And my office number is 773-219-5712. If you have any information, if you want to call, if you don't got social media, you're more than welcome to call me. Or you can hit me up at my email, ksaucydesigns@yahoo.com. Also, if you guys interested in modeling, you're more than welcome to hit my inbox because this year for New Year's, the new year for this year or next year, I'm doing a fashion show. I'm gonna get a building and I want people from all over the world to come out, even in my city to come out. And if you want to model where one of us, be sure to hit my inbox. I'm gonna make sure you find your way out here, find your hotel to stay in, make sure everything good to go. You come model the clothes, and the clothes you will model, you take home with you. I will post you on business page. I'll get your consent to post you on my business page and other websites as well. So, that's all I got to say.
Hey, look, come on, let's go, man. I love it. I love it. Look, the most abundant success to you, bro, and everything you got going on. Again, like I said, I'm proud of you, and I'm excited to see where your journey goes. I like to keep in contact and keep an eye out on every single person that comes on the platform. And so many have pivoted or changed their business model or business structure. And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Even some have done a totally different business. I'm like, you know what? You're still pushing. As I say, my 4Ks, like I said earlier, keep going, keep grinding, keep showing, keep shining, So I appreciate it, man. Anything else you want to leave the audience with?
And tune in. Coming soon is my restaurant, Kobe's Soul Food and Jerk Seafood Shack. It's going to be side drinks, alcohol, and more. My contact information is at the bottom.
Okay, definitely. Look, make sure you send that to me so we can put that in there.
I already got you.
Look, bro, what is it? You're not a business man. You're a business in and of itself, doing multiple things. I love it. So I look forward to it, man. And like I said, we're gonna make sure for everybody watching, we're gonna make sure check out the information in the description below. Make sure you connect and let them know where you saw them. Like I saw you on Black Business Booming, with Coach Mike James. So we want to keep this thing going and popping. So, bro, thank you again for your time, man. I appreciate you.
Anytime.
Yeah, for sure. And look, everybody else, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Black Business Booming. If you ain't following, subscribe by now. What is you waiting on? Subscribe, hit the button, connect with my bro, and we'll see y'all next time on another episode of Black Business Booming. Peace.